Hello, everyone. My name is Novera, and I'm the Silicon Valley chapter lead for Pakistani Women in Computing. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for our kickoff event for our prep days. I'm going to start by giving a brief overview of Pakistani Women in Computing and who we are.
Hello, this is Samya. I'm from PWIC Seattle, and we are really excited to kick off the event with you. And I hope you guys are as excited as we are. So let's get rolling. Oops.
All right, so Pakistani Women in Computing is a global community of women hailing from Pakistan and their global allies, with the aim of collaborating, growing, inspiring, celebrating, mentoring, and creating opportunities for each other. Our vision is to find ways to enable our community to connect, learn, and grow together. Our Connect initiative helps our members to join our community of inspiring individuals and enables the connection of our network of mentors and industry experts. Our Learn initiative supports our members to find a directory of resources that enable learning. An example of these are the preparation days that we're hosting, which hopefully will provide a learning opportunity for all of you as well. Our Grow Together initiative enables our members to find scholarships, internships, and job opportunities, which is what brings us to this Get Hired event. Our community goals are to build a strong network of Pakistani females and their allies across the globe and promote Pakistani women in all fields, especially in tech. We aim to increase their global reach and visibility and to foster growth and retention in STEM fields for all of the Pakistani community. We have presence in 12 cities globally and are growing every day. If you would like to get involved with a local chapter or start a local chapter, please visit the pwic.org website. And now for more details on our Get Hired event and also on our Preparation Day event, I'll hand it over to our Seattle chapter lead, Samya.
So yes, let's talk. Thanks for the introduction, Novera, and let's talk about the Get Hired event, why we are here and why we are doing this. So I'll start briefly with that. So right now we are going through difficult times, and the goal with our goal and mission has been to really empower people, and that's why we wanted to connect candidates with companies and to find jobs. And that's why we came up with this career fair, because we cannot be there in person, but we thought, hey, why not? Let's do it virtual. And this is our opportunity to provide you the same experience, or at least almost the same experience that you would have had in a real career fair. And not only that, we don't want to we didn't want to have just a career fair, but also to maximize your chances of getting that job. So that's why we have our prep days as well. And so this weekend is going to be all about preparation so that you are all ready to go and nail your interviews. And we have the structure of the career fair and prep days, as I'm assuming most of you are already aware, is North America and Pakistan. The reason is that we have the highest presence here, and the companies that we have on board for hiring are from North America and Pakistan. So if you are based in Pakistan or North America, then please, and looking for a job, this is a golden opportunity for you. That said, the prep days, we have them for North America and Pakistan as well. So this weekend is for North America, but anyone from around the globe, you guys are welcome to join the prep days, because these are interview preps. And even if you are not applying for the job right now, or you are based somewhere else in the world, it should be useful resources for you. And with that said, now let's look at what are the prep days going to look like. By the way, the prep days for Pakistan are going to be held separately in the coming weeks, and you'll get more details on our website. And I'm also not going to talk about the detail of the career fair agenda. For that, we'll have more upcoming sessions later, but today we are going to focus on the prep days. So today is the prep day 1, and this is us, Novera and me, doing the kickoff session. And after that, we will have creating a strong first impression session with Karishma Katara. And after that, we will have interview guidelines from Farah Ali. And we'll move on to build a strong resume with Joyit Sana. And then we'll talk about how to choose the right career with Asad. And then we'll finish it off with LinkedIn and self-branding by our very own Muasma. And then we'll also have a wrap-up and Q&A session in case you have any questions by the end of the day. So as you can see, the first day is about general preparation. So the first time you go for an interview, what are the general guidelines? So this is not specific per track. So this whole career fair is divided into tracks, right? So you can apply for general engineering jobs or data jobs or design or PM. But the first day sessions are applicable for everyone. These are the good things to know. For example, creating a good first impression or how to create a LinkedIn brand. It's for everyone. So the first day is all about empowering everybody with the skill set needed to nail your first interviews. And then day 2 is going to be all about going into the details. So we'll deep dive into the specific tracks. And then we'll start with the CV clinic, CV reviews. And there you guys have already booked time. So, and all the links are on the website. So here we have our industry experts who are volunteering with their time to review your CVs. And after that, we will move on to 4 parallel sessions about interview preparation guidelines. So on the first day, we talked about interview prep guidelines. We are going to have a session that's generic, but on day 2, it's going to be per track. So Farah Ali is going to do the session on engineering interview preparation guidelines. Then I'm going to do a session on data along with Sunda. So I'm really excited about that. And then we'll have also a design session. So that's going to be a panel style session. And then we have also a PM track. So depending on your field of interest or wherever you plan to apply, so choose your path and then attend that session. And after that, we will be having mock interviews running from 2 to 6. And again, our industry experts from all the 4 tracks have graciously given like their time, volunteered, and then you have been able to book slots. More slots will be coming up. So please go on the site and book a time slot. So all the sessions on day 2 will be going on. Okay, coming back here, today's session. So if you go on the websites, all the links are there. So you should be able to click on the session and join the session on Zoom, but we'll also be live streaming it on our Facebook pages. And some of the sessions will have breakout rooms. So for example, LinkedIn and self-branding will have breakout rooms. So I highly recommend that if you want to participate actively, don't just watch it live on Facebook, go and join via Zoom, and then so that you will be able to really participate and not just be a passive observer. While the second day, they will be all streamed online, and we'll be taking your questions from your comments on Facebook. Again, all the links are here. And yes, that was the agenda for the prep day. So as you can see, it's like a fully packed day 1 and day 2. Because we really want to ensure that no matter which track you choose, you really acquire the skills that will help you to have your real interview. And the last thing is that the mock interviews, guys, those of you who have booked the slots, consider it as your real interview, like as a playground. These industry experts are giving their time. So we are all here for you guys. So make the best out of this time and like consider it as a real interviews or also as a CV review. Don't just go there for the sake of, hey, booking a time with an expert, but consider it as your real interview. And during the interview prep guideline sessions as well, you'll have the chance to ask us questions or any concerns that you might have. We'll be addressing that. Yes, and just to give you an overview, so today, since we are talking about North America prep days, So these are our hiring partners. So as you see, we have some awesome partners on board, and they will be hiring during the career fair. So your preparation is tailored to for the interviews aimed at these hiring partners. And the reason for having prep days separate for North America and Pakistan was mainly because the interview, the questions asked or the expectations, they are a bit different. So we wanted to make sure that we prepare you guys the best for where you're applying, because sometimes things don't apply. The kind of things asked and the preparation needed is not the same. So this is the reason they are separate. So make sure that if you are from Pakistan and you're applying for jobs there, you do attend those sessions. And of course, you're very welcome to attend these sessions as well. But for booking time slots, I highly recommend that please don't book time slots with interviewers from North America, but rather with the ones that you have for the Pakistan days, because in that way, it's maximizing your chance of actually getting that job. Because, as I said, the interviews are not exactly the same, the process differs slightly. Yes, and finally, we, as in a real career fair, we want you to have, even if it's virtual, we want you to have the opportunities to network with each other, to get to know. So we have our Slack channels where and if you are registered as a candidate, you should be, these are some of the main Slack channels for networking or asking us any questions. And since we know that the resume review, we aren't able to book slots, like have availability for all of you. So there is the channel for resume reviews, and again, for one for prep days for the US, where we'll be answering questions. Yes, so that was all on the prep days. I hope you guys are excited about all the upcoming sessions. And this is ways to contact us in general. So we would love to listen from you in general. If you want to reach out to us, you're interested in joining PWIC, these are our sessions. Any last word, Navera, would like to add? Yeah.
No, I see a lot of questions. If you guys want, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question. We can definitely try to answer because there seems to be a theme. Muazma has posted the link to the Slack. So if you want to join our Slack channels, please do so over there, the ones that Samia just mentioned. Samia, can you go back to the previous slide? I'm noticing that a lot of people were not able to book, CV clinic slots and mock interviews. We did, as soon as we put them on there, within 30 minutes, like all of the slots were gone, and we did keep adding more throughout the week. But however, if you would like to get your resume reviewed, there is a resume-review channel that we've created on Slack. So please feel free to join that channel. If you don't want to post your resume for everybody, you can ask for a volunteer. Most of our mentors are also active on that channel. And if somebody has time, they will definitely try to, look at your resume offline. But we do encourage posting resume there because there might be feedback that might be useful for other people as well. So the hashtag resume-review channel.
Another thing here I want to mention is that we understand that also for example, for the mock interviews, not everyone has had a chance to book slots. So we will be posting some general guidelines and the things to know for each of the tracks on our website. So there will be blog posts as well. So keep an eye open for that. And if you are on the Slack and following us on social media, we'll be posting updates whenever any blog posts are up. So we are trying our best to, help as many of you as we can.
Yeah, and another question that people were asking is like if they're not able to watch these talks right now because they're in a different time zone. We are going to be recording all of the talks today, and they will be made available online afterwards. And again, these events today are for the North America interviews. There will be a separate prep days event happening for Pakistan and for focusing on interview guidelines for Pakistani companies. That's going to be happening in 2 weeks from now. So we encourage you to attend that. But regardless, we are recording all of these sessions today, and they will be made available as well.
Any other questions? So we are here to just take questions for the next 10 minutes and have you guys ready for our awesome sessions that are coming up. So please, or even if you don't have questions, if you want to share any thoughts or about the prep days or about this event, just chime in.
So there's one more question about like, how will we know what vacancies are currently open? So right now, the only way is you have to go and click on the interviewers. If it's showing you an open slot, then that's the only ones. The ones that have already booked up, I wouldn't expect more slots coming from the same people. If we add a new interviewer, then that's the opportunity. At this point, I don't think we'll be adding any more because the event is tomorrow. But that's the only way to find out. If you go into our website, if you find an interviewer and you try to book a slot over there, it will show you. As of right now, I think most of our slots are full.
And no, the mock interviews will not be recorded because they are one-to-one sessions. So you book time with a particular interviewer. So all the list is on the site. So for right now, they're all like, they have been fully booked, but because that was the chance to really pick an interviewer and book a time slot with them. But please do, even if you don't manage to find the session for the mock interviews, I highly recommend you to attend the interview prep guidelines session. Okay, not just because I'm doing one of them, but there are good ways to you'll get the guidelines in general. So don't miss this chance. So depending on whichever track you choose, you will over it. And we'll do some blog posts later as well.
Yeah, and the mock interviews are just mock. Like none of these people represent the companies that are hiring later on. I know someone asked that question. These are just volunteers who are industry experts. They do a lot of interviewing in their everyday life. They're in management positions in their current jobs. We are posting, their credentials there as well. So they're just there to help you. How you do in the mock interview does not reflect, the actual hiring event. We will not be giving that feedback to any of the companies. That's just between you and the interviewer. We hope that, you get some useful feedback from that 30-minute session. We are also not going to be streaming any breakout rooms. So in two of the sessions on day one have breakout rooms where you're going to go off and do a little activity and then come back. The only thing that's streamed is the main sessions. None of the one-on-ones are going to be streamed. That's just a meeting between you and the interviewer.
Yeah, so again, especially for the breakout rooms, we recommend you join via Zoom. And before we move on, I just want to give a big shout out to all the speakers and the mock interviewers and people doing the CV clinic, because as you guys might appreciate, it's all volunteer time. Like none of us or the speakers and mock interviewers are paid for this. They're graciously giving their time. So I hope you guys can all appreciate this and try to make the best out of the time that they're providing you.
You can ask, somebody's asking, do you suggest that we ask as many questions as we can to help us in prep?
So sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, so the whole goal for this whole day is to help you get prepared, right? So starting off from first impression is like, how are you going to initially introduce yourself? How do you condense all of your experience into like a short sentence that makes sense? Interview guidelines, like how do you present yourself? How do you, what is your body language like? What is the language that you're using? Be punctual, like you'll be getting a lot of these guidelines. What does your resume look like? What is a good resume versus what's a bad resume? So all of these resources that we're providing today should hopefully then go and help you in the mock interview. I would not ask repetitive like information in the mock interviewers. Treat the interview as like a real interview. You're going to go there, you're going to be interviewed for a job. They are going to ask you questions related to your resume, related to your experience. So I would treat that as that. And then at the end of the mock interview for about 10 minutes, you'll have a Q&A session with the interviewer where they will give feedback, but do treat it as like a proper like interview. Yeah.
Yes, again, so yeah, as Novera said, please consider it as a real interview. So don't jump in with your other random questions or is your company hiring or any other kind of thing. Think of it as a real interview. So when you're going for a real interview, how many questions do you ask? What are the kind of things you ask? And actually on what are the things you should be asking? That's where the interview prep guideline sessions can be helpful in knowing how to approach the interview. So whatever you learn there, take that for the mock interviews.
Yeah. And also, if you were able to book a mock interview, I know the slots were limited, or a CV review, please do send your resumes directly to your interviewer so that they have a copy available right before the interview. Somebody just asked that question as well. So we encourage you, once you've booked a slot on their Calendly, it should have sent you an email. Please email your interviewer and send them your resume so that they have a copy before the interview. All right. So somebody asked for study material. So we are creating blog posts like Samia mentioned. We will be posting that online soon. There will be detailed resources on interviewing for engineering, PM, design, and data science positions. So we do hope to have that going live soon as well. We are working on that as we speak. All right. And then people are asking, so we do encourage you, if you are applying for the North America mock days and also for the North America hiring event, there is a prerequisite that you should be eligible to work here. We cannot guarantee if you are an international candidate that you would be able to get the visa. And every company will have different requirements. They will be posting their jobs online soon, and then you can look at that. But we do encourage only people who have work authorizations in North America to apply for the North America days. So please be mindful of that. There will be a separate Pakistan event with companies that are hiring in Pakistan as well. So I hope that answers. And then, yeah, for design as well, again, same thing, please reach out to your interviewer and send them your design portfolio beforehand. And I do believe that a lot of on portfolio review as well. So please clarify that with your interviewer if you were able to book a slot. Yes, and North America includes Canada as well.
Yeah. Yeah, again, regarding more the specifics of the companies and the positions, all of that will be coming in the next week. So this is all about preparation. You'll get more details, a lot of it in the coming week. And someone has the question that the job market is not looking good, but this is exactly the reason we are organizing this, so that we know that it's hard to find jobs. So that's why we are bringing companies. So the ones I showed you, they are all hiring partners that have available vacancies in these 4 tracks, and they are going to be hiring. And same, like we have so many partners from Pakistan. We are doing this event really to bridge the gap during these uncertain times. So I hope that whichever job, like in whichever track you're looking for, it's going to be helpful.
And then somebody asked on Facebook, like, are there slots for people in Europe? Right now, I think we are focusing in North America and Pakistan. We do not have time slots or companies, but we do hope, if this event is a success, as we grow, to have broader events. As of right now, it's North America and Pakistan only.
Yes, and for more websites, so again, guys, we have put quite a lot of effort on our website, so please do look. All the details are there, especially there is an FAQ section as well, and all the details on, for example, we are talking about North America, what's happening in the Pakistan days, it's all listed there as well. So if you have any questions about any of the upcoming sessions as well, please let us know. Otherwise, feel free to ask your questions on Slack as well. So just for out of curiosity, which tracks have you guys like, or are you planning to apply? Which tracks are you from? Data engineering, PM design, just to get to know you guys better. Let me know in the comments. Awesome data tracks here. Wow, so many data. Sundas, like we have already an audience here for tomorrow. So engineering, cool. PM, nice.
So I just wanted to give a big shout out to all of the volunteers. And I do want to remind everybody that PWIC overall, our whole organization, is also volunteer run. So all of the ladies that are organizing this, all of our allies, most of them, we are doing this out of our, in our spare time and making time for this. So please bear with us. We are, again, reaching out to our networks, trying to find as many people as we can to sign up, to do the clinics, to do the mock interviews. But it is a volunteer run organization. And so, just bear with us as we.
Yes, and guys, it's open to everyone. It says Pakistani Women in Computing, but all these events are open for all men, women, like are from other countries, wherever you are. You don't have to be from Pakistan to attend these events. It's just that, like, if you are in North America, independently of where you're from, you should be able to apply or attend. It's just that if the ones in Pakistan are reserved for that. And the reason for just these areas is that, as you understand, we aren't still that huge to have a presence and do these days have hiring partners from all the countries. That's why for this time we're focusing on our two major areas, but everyone is welcome. And again, like, it's amazing to be, it's like so great to be part of this amazing community. As Noera said, it's all like, people who are believe in the cause and want to help and empower others. So a round of applause to the whole team behind Prep Days, but also Career Fair. It's been a lot of work. And I think as we are coming to the end of this session, can we just give an applause to everyone? Guys, you can unmute yourself. We can hear applause for everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All
And
right. See you guys in 30 minutes for the first session, which is creating a strong first impression.
yes. Stay tuned and try to make best use of it. Attend as many sessions as you can. Yes, hope you guys will enjoy it.
Hey, good job, guys. Good job to both of you.
Thank you.
Very excited.
Thank you. See you. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Bye.